Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry about earlier. My live stream cut out because I forgot to bring my battery pack with me. And unfortunately, the phone died. So I didn't get the coverage that I wanted to. I was up on a bridge, but now I've got to film from in my car. So this is the best shot you're going to get. I'm just sitting just up above the bridge, but there are, like, this is a town of maybe 5,000 people, and there are literally hundreds and hundreds of people out here. I don't know if I can get you a good shot, but there's probably, it looks to be at least 500 to 1,000 people just at this one bridge. There's like 5 exits in this particular town with like 5,000 people. So can you imagine across Canada how many people are out today? I'm not sure what it's like in Ontario or in any of the other provinces. I didn't check the weather, but it is absolutely freezing here in Atlantic Canada. So the fact that there's this many people out on such a cold day, wow, people are not happy. I shouldn't say that. A lot of people are happy. They're happy to be out supporting the truckers, but they're not happy with a lot of other things. But yeah, there are a lot of people. For this area, this is a lot of people. I can only imagine what it's going to be like on the 401 in Toronto. I previously lived in southern Ontario until a few months ago, and I can only imagine how many people are in southern Ontario right now. This is crazy. So it doesn't look like a quote-unquote convoy, but believe me, somebody just said it took over an hour for the convoy to pass in Woodstock, Ontario. I'm actually in Woodstock, New Brunswick, which is funny that you just mentioned Woodstock. So this convoy started, I don't know, 30 minutes ago was when I saw the first truck that came through, and it's still going. I mean, they're a little more spaced out than what I saw like through Manitoba and Saskatchewan, but there are a lot of people. There's a lot of trucks. This is just from Atlantic Canada, which is what, maybe 5 to 10% of the population? I doubt even that. Let's see, 1 million people in Nova Scotia, about 800,000 in New Brunswick. Prince Edward Island, I forget the population, but it's not much. So let's say 2 out of 37 million people live in Atlantic Canada. So, and there's this much traffic coming from here. It's crazy. So I can only imagine what it's like. It's going to be like in the GTA, Windsor, Niagara, even up as you go further north up to like Brockville, Kingston, and then coming from the west, right? I mean, it's got to be a lot of people. There are people out everywhere here in this area. This is in New Brunswick, if you're just joining us. So this is in New Brunswick, Canada. The population of the province here is like 800,000 people. And no matter which overpass you drive under or drive up to, there's people out on the overpasses everywhere. Now, this area that I live in tends to vote conservative, so maybe the people are out a little stronger here than they would be in as you go further south in the province, where, or I should say actually further north is where the people, the Liberals usually win further north. So it'd be interesting to see if they're out in full force there as well. Cheers from Toronto. Well, thank you. I just recently moved from the GTA, so I'm actually I'm a newbie down here. I figured if I was going to be bored, I might as well be bored in the middle of nowhere. I lived all over Ontario. I lived in Pickering, Niagara, Toronto, Kitchener, Mississauga. A little town just outside of Pickering called Claremont. So I lived all over the place. Well, I mean, relatively speaking, right? For Southern Ontario, I lived all over the place. It's funny, when you live in Ontario, you kind of feel like you live in the center of Canada, or, you know, you feel like, sorry, let me rephrase that. You feel like the GTA is the center of Canada, but, you know, when you go to the west, you know, I've been all over, well, I've been as far west as Calgary, I guess, or actually right to the border of British Columbia, and it's just interesting how diverse our country is, because you take your average citizen living in the GTA versus you know, an oil worker in Alberta, and this country has a lot of a diverse group of people living in it, for sure. It's a large country too. A lot of people don't realize from other countries just how big Canada is. The trucks are still coming, my friends. Lots of cars too, so there's a lot of cars going with the trucks. So sorry for the shaky camera. I have a tripod here and everything, but unfortunately I forgot to bring my battery pack with me. This was kind of a last minute decision. Where's Chris Sky? Somebody says. I don't know, because Chris Sky got banned off of most of the major social media sites, so I think he's still putting out videos, isn't he? I haven't really checked up for a while. Greetings from Minnesota, somebody says. Well, greetings to you. It's too bad, because I was using streaming software to go to a number of sites, but now I'm just on YouTube right at the moment. But wow, now here comes the traffic. That is an army. There's a guy with a sign in front of me that says words I probably can't say on YouTube. I'm in Woodstock, New Brunswick, Canada. I don't know if I would say media blackout, but they're definitely spinning it as being something different than what it actually is. So this seems to me, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like a grassroots movement, and really spurned by an idea of a gentleman out west. So but they're trying to spin it in a lot of different ways. Like the traffic just keeps coming, so I don't know how many thousands of vehicles there's going to be. I mean, I've already seen at least a few hundred for sure. An extremist group, well, I guess this entire town here where I am is extremist, because, like I said, the population here is only like 5,000 people, and like, I mean, it seems like about at least 25% are just at this one overpass, right? So apparently the entire part of this province is extremist. The Salty Army. You must be a fan of the Salty Cracker, are you? Glenn Matthews. Wow, there's more traffic coming. This is extremely busy for this area. Like, you can drive here in the middle of the afternoon, even at rush hour, and, you know, you see very few few vehicles. Well, I mean, I'm comparing it obviously to driving in the GTA, right? Like, you know, put it this way. There's more traffic on the DVP at 4 a.m. than there is here at rush hour on a regular, Monday to Friday. So to see this much traffic is like unheard of in this area. I am right now I'm in Woodstock, New Brunswick. So I just recently moved here from Southern Ontario. Somebody just texted me and said that Trudeau is in isolation because apparently he tested positive, or he was exposed to somebody who tested positive for the virus. Seems odd, doesn't it? Or you'd have to say it's unique timing. Somebody says Trudeau's in hiding. Yeah, they're all part of the convoy, these people. So you see a lot of cars, so I'm surprised. I mean, from what I seen out west, it was, maybe we just don't have as much money here in Atlantic Canada. So we can't afford trucks, I guess. No, I'm just joking. There's a lot of trucks here too, but there's a lot of cars too. There's a lot of cars going with this convoy, which is surprising me. From the videos that I saw, there wasn't too many cars in other parts, but this convoy has a lot of cars. Somebody says be on your best behavior at all times. I would agree. This is the way the media is trying to spin this. They will seize on just about anything that they can. Sorry for the bad view. You're just getting to see the back end of the vehicles, but like I said earlier, I was up on the bridge, but I forgot to bring my battery pack for my phone, and the battery died quickly, really quick. It only lasted about 30 minutes, so. Somebody says, is it true that Trudeau is the son of Castro? I don't know. I'll let better minds than myself judge that one. I'm not a forensics analyst or anything like that, but I think in an area like this, you would have more people that are ticked off, because here there are a lot of truck drivers. Okay, I don't have any numbers for you, but I'm just going to take a rough guess. I would probably say that 15 to 20% of the men here in this particular area of New Brunswick are truck drivers. So you have a lot of mad people here. And it seems to be even the ones that took the V too. They're not happy. So, which is surprising. You would think it'd be the only the people that didn't take it. But apparently they're all fed up. Here comes more vehicles. Another slew of vehicles coming. Some unbelievable. Like I said, so for Atlantic Canada, or for this part of Atlantic Canada, this is probably there's been more traffic here in the past hour than there probably is in an entire week. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, seriously, if you drive down the DVP in Toronto at 4 a.m., you'll see more traffic there than you would see here in an entire week. Yeah. He's sick. Sure he is. Sure he is. Well, I didn't exactly expect him to come out and, leave them milk and cookies, but nonetheless, it was surprising that he did that. You guys are the ones that move the economy. I would fully agree. I have family members that are truck drivers. Very proud truck drivers, I should mention. And they're not happy. So I have to adjust. Sorry, my finger's in the way here. But yeah, it's absolutely freezing cold here. I'm surprised all these people are out, because it's actually been one of the... I mean, maybe I'm a spoiled Southern Ontarian now, because I've lived in that area for so long. So this winter for me has been absolutely freezing. But I mean, it's only -12, so I know the people that are out west are going to be laughing at me saying, "Oh, that's not cold." But for my standards, I mean, most of the winter in Southern Ontario is like, -5 maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some cold stretches there as well, but not like this. This is northwestern New Brunswick. You're about an hour and a half from the border in Quebec, where I am right now. Okay, here's more of the convoy. They're coming. And they're coming fast. You can tell who's part of the convoy usually with the flashing lights, right? Somebody called the truckers traitors? Basically, just the opposite of that statement is true. These are patriots. But who am I? I'm just a guy with a camera. So. Oh, more trucks coming down behind me here. I didn't really plan on giving any commentary, but I figured since I'm sitting inside the car here that I might as well talk a little bit. Let you guys pick my brain. Canada is, as a country, generally speaking, is not overly patriotic in the sense that you don't see a lot of Canadian flags, right? Like, across the border, like even in New York State. Oh, here they come. Okay, wow, look at this. They are coming. They are coming. And they're up to pay, and they're going to pay a visit to Justin Trudeau. I do apologize ahead of time if my camera cuts out. It went completely to zero. My phone, I should say. And so it's charging now, but the camera does take a lot of battery power too. So a little bit of mismanagement on my part for not bringing the battery pack with me. Kind of ran out. I found out about what time this convoy was coming through at like 1 o'clock my time, which is noon hour Eastern. And anyway, so I threw things together. It's about a 20 to 25 minute drive from where I live, where I'm currently sitting. And I heard that this was the best spot to get some video. So I threw things together quickly, and I forgot my battery pack. But nonetheless, you're getting a live look of the highway, the Trans-Canada Highway in New Brunswick, Canada. And there are a lot of people. The Salty Cracker Army. The Salty Cracker, he's got his army everywhere, doesn't he? I actually like the Salty Cracker. He makes me laugh. I only watch the Salty Cracker at like 2 a.m. on BitChute. I always turn him on. He makes me laugh. Like, when you focus and you read negative news all the time, I can always throw the salty cracker on and have a good laugh at the end of the day. I don't think Salty would be too happy if he knew that, his videos put me to sleep, but I go to bed in a good mood. Don't take that the wrong way. What's Her Face? I never watched What's Her Face, but I've heard of her. Or I've heard of that channel, I should say. Western Canada has great convoys. I'd agree. Did you guys see that picture of the Hutterites? The Hutterite women that were out on the side of the highway? Was it Manitoba or Saskatchewan? I think they have Hutterites in both, right? Both provinces. But it was really cool. Even the Hutterite. You piss people off when even the Hutterites are out there in like minus 20-something degree weather. That's how you've made them mad, right? When even the Hutterites are coming out. Because from what I understand, who knows, maybe we have a Hutterite watching. But from what I understand, they're basically pacifists, right? And they don't get involved in politics too much. But they were even making lunches and delivering sandwiches to the drivers and stuff. So good for them. The salt must flow. Somebody says he heard Justin is hiding out in an island in Greece. Well, I don't know about the truth of that one. There's definitely some hiding going on there, but whether it's Greece or not, I doubt it. But somebody else told me Costa Rica. He was going on vacation to Costa Rica. I don't know. You know how rumors spread, right? So I have no idea where Trudeau is. My theory is he's out sock shopping somewhere before the weekend comes. Yeah, I saw videos of different Native groups. Now, whether they're out of context videos or not, I'm not sure, but I've seen at least a few that were labeled as with different drummers and whatnot wishing off the truckers. So I'm not sure if, like I said, they could be videos that are out of context, but if they're genuine, it's pretty amazing to see. This is like Canada's come together moment, it seems like. This is the most Canadian pride I've ever seen in probably my lifetime. I mean, in 2002, when the Canadian men won the Olympic men's ice hockey gold medal, I think people were pretty proud then, but nothing like this. I mean, this is on a totally different level, right? But not everybody's happy. I saw a few people with the hashtag on Twitter. Was it true? Sorry, I may be messing this up. Flew Trucks Clan or something like that. So I'm not sure what the story was there. Anyways, it is kind of a clever hashtag, but I don't know. Got 400 people watching. Nice. Somebody's from Holland. Yeah, sorry guys. The traffic, at least in this area, is kind of sporadic. Not like you see in Western Canada where you can see them all lined up. It seems to be like pockets at a time. So you'll get like 25 to 30 vehicles at a time. And then there's a little space in between them. And then you get another group. And I mean, it appears that they're all together. But I'm not sure exactly where they left from. One place I heard was Enfield, Nova Scotia. So it's quite a bit of a distance to here, right? So, of course, there's going to be stopping along the way. There's going to be, different reasons why there'd be gaps in between the traffic. So, 205 thumbs up. Please smash that thumbs up button if you like this video and you want to see more coverage. I'm almost debating, should I drive through Quebec tomorrow just to capture some more footage for you people, because this is pretty much the biggest story in my lifetime. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't really think. I mean, what was it in? What was it, the G7 or the G8 summit with the protests in Toronto? I forget what year that was. Somebody please mention in the comments what year that was. I think, I don't know, 2008, 2010, something like that. That was a big story, but I don't know if it's as big as this, because this is the entire country. Watch out for the curfew, someone says. Do they still have that goofy curfew? Does anybody actually follow it is another question. I saw a video Rebel News posted, like, whenever the curfew takes place, like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., but like a curfew. Unbelievable, isn't it? I was in the Dominican Republic in November of 2020, and they had a curfew there, but it must have been a soft curfew, because honestly, like, we saw people out. I think the curfew apparently on the Saturdays were like 5 p.m. and it didn't seem like anybody really cared or paid attention to it. So yeah, I doubt they're enforcing it with people driving the highway. I doubt it. I mean, can you imagine the sheer amount of cops and stuff it would tie up in order to enforce a curfew on the highway? Like, I don't even know that it would be possible. Although, with that being said, like 95% of Quebec's population all lives, in the south little part of the province. Here we go. We got more traffic coming again. Wow. More trucks. And like I said, so it seems like it's like 20 to 30 vehicles at a time, and then there's a gap. And then there's another group of 20 to 30 vehicles at a time. More trucks this time. So I don't know if we're still at the start of the convoy, or at the end, or in the middle, or what. But I mean, we've seen a lot of trucks already that are part of it. I mean, for Atlantic Canada, right? You have to realize that, this province here, put it this way, the city of Mississauga has as many people as this entire province that I'm in. So this is a lot of traffic for this area. Wow, so I see more trucks coming in my rear view mirror here. Like I said, this is more traffic in one afternoon, an hour and a half, than this highway probably gets in a week, or maybe even more than that, probably a month. Which is one of the reasons I moved here, actually. Now I inherited a home here, so although I do miss the bells and whistles of the big city of Toronto, but there's a lot of advantages to living in a rural area as well. Sorry, I just feel that since I'm in my car I have to talk, but maybe you guys want me to just shut up. If you want me to just shut up, let me know. If you just want to focus on the trucks. This guy is a trooper. This guy with the F. Trudeau sign in front of me. This guy is a trooper. Like, he's been outside the entire time. Or it could even be a girl, I don't know. But anyways, this guy is proud of his sign. His friend is sitting inside of the vehicle with the sign out the window. So his friend obviously doesn't have the dedication that this guy does. Here comes another group of trucks. They've got the New Brunswick flag, the Canadian flag. I'm doing a service? Okay, Joe Smith. If you, it's too bad. I have a channel that is much, much, much larger than this one. This only has like 5% of the subscribers of my main channel, but unfortunately I can't access it until Saturday. So this is in Woodstock, New Brunswick, Canada. So it's It is about 130 kilometers northwest of Fredericton, New Brunswick. Fredericton is the capital. From Moncton, it would be, I don't know, 2.5 hours, I think. It's been a while since I've driven to Moncton. I've only been back in this area for, I've been back here about 4 months, so, and I don't leave the house much. I don't have the V pass, so I have really no reason to leave the house other than to visit family and things like that. 532 people watching the stream. And here comes another group of trucks. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, so when I was on the bridge, I talked to somebody and they said that the main convoy was running like 45 minutes behind. But that was, I don't know, almost an hour ago now. But the way that it's coming, so like I said, it's like groups of 20 to 30 vehicles at a time. Not quite like the way that you saw them coming from the west where they're all together lined up. Here it seems to be, now they did start in, I was told that they started in Enfield, Nova Scotia, which is quite a distance from here. So probably, you know, after driving, by the time that they get to an area like this, people stop, you know, regular traffic mixes in, so it probably breaks the groups up more. So that's probably why you're seeing groups of like 20 and 30 vehicles at a time. But every time I think that we're probably at the end of it, all of a sudden I look in my rear view mirror here, it's quite flat where I am, and you can see the hill they're coming down, and every time I think, okay, it's probably done, like I should stop live streaming, all of a sudden I see another big cluster of vehicles coming. So I'm really not sure. So I would assume that we're probably at least in the middle, but it's really hard to tell every time I think that. And honestly, the crowds on the bridge keep growing. So I don't know if you can really see. Let me see if I can get a shot of it. You can't really see probably on this camera, but every time I look back there's more and more people on the bridge. So I'm not sure if that means that there's actually going to be more trucks coming, because I mean, why would the crowd be getting bigger? Like, surely some of the people know. I mean, I know some of the people have that CB radio app, and they probably know exactly where the main convoy is. So like I said, the crowds on the bridge are growing stronger, so I would assume that there's more traffic coming. Or maybe a lot of the people just really don't know, and they're gathering thinking that, you know, the convoy is just starting. But in any case, the crowds just keep growing bigger up here. What will this accomplish? Let's see. I'm sure everybody that ever started anything asked that question, right? Murray's Truck Stop. I got to be honest with you. So I've lived in Southern Ontario for a number of years, and I just recently moved to this area. My dad is from this area, so I got to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure where Murray's Truck Stop is. I know that there is an Irving Truck Stop here just somewhere near this exit, so it could be called Murray's, I'm not sure. But like I said, I just moved back to this area, and I forget where a lot of the stuff is, or what things are called and whatnot. And honestly, in the 4 months I've been back, I rarely leave my house. I do video production work from home, so I don't really leave too often to explore. So I'm not sure. Maybe it is Murray's Truck Stop. I'll have to find out for you. Wow, we got people all over the world watching the stream. The UK, Ireland. I've had people commenting on the compilation videos I put out from all over the world in support. The Philippines. Yeah, can somebody shed some light on what exactly Rogan said? because I keep reading that Joe Rogan was talking about the convoy. So can somebody, like, I haven't listened to the episode. Can somebody fill me in on exactly what Joe Rogan actually said on his podcast? I'm assuming like it was positive, right? I assume. I haven't listened to Joe Rogan since his Dr. Robert Malone interview. Or I can't remember which one came first. Was it Malone and then Dr. Peter McCullough? Or were they in the opposite order? I forget. But Joe Rogan, I mean, let's be honest, Joe Rogan has probably a bigger platform than CNN, Fox News, like any of them, really. Maybe bigger isn't the right word, but he's on par with those guys, like as far as if he wants to get a message out. There's as many people listening to Joe Rogan as there is watching Fox or CNN, or certainly more than CTV or the CBC here in Canada. Joe Rogan gets 11 million an episode, says Joe Smith. Wow, that's unbelievable. Just think about that. I mean, what does Tucker Carlson get on an average night? I'm just going to guess that maybe he would get, what, 2.5 million maybe? And that's the most watched news network in America, right? So Joe Rogan's episodes are like blowing apart even Tucker Carlson. So somebody just posted that Rogan gets 11 million. The next show is Tucker with 3. That's crazy. Joe Rogan is, who would have thought, right? I mean, I guess he's a pretty big profile name, right? He, from his time in UFC, and then of course he was the host of Fear Factor years ago. So I'm not really surprised. I mean, the guy has name value. But that's crazy. I don't always agree with Joe Rogan either, but I certainly respect his style, and obviously people are interested in watching him, or listening to him, I should say. Yeah, many people are sleeping, don't know this is happening. I would agree. I actually talked to, I mean, I find in this area that it's generally people that, especially in this area, there's a lot of people that they watch the, especially the CTV news, okay, at 5 o'clock or whenever it comes on, and they're just not covering this stuff, or not to the depth that it's actually taking place. I think we need to go back to more independent, or not necessarily independent, but remember in the 80s and 90s how, I mean, in Atlantic Canada we had CTV, or sorry, we had ATV, and they were all local affiliates, and then they were, basically syndicating programming from the parent channel like CTV and whatnot. Now, I mean, they still have the syndicates, but I mean, all the local newscasts here are gone in this area. I mean, I know when I lived in Kitchener, CTV Kitchener has their own newscast, but like in this area, like all the news comes from Halifax, right? And anyway, so you don't get local newscasts here. So that's a difference. When I watch even like, even though it's CBS, okay? So in this area, we get the only over-the-air television we can get is from the U.S. So we get our local news is American, but it's at a local level there. Like the nearest town or the nearest city to me here is wow, here comes the convoy, guys. I better shut up. This is the convoy. Holy smokes. Okay, so we were just at the start of the convoy, it looks like. This is crazy. I can't believe it. With all of the vehicles I've already seen, I've probably seen 500 vehicles that were part of the convoy, and now here comes the main convoy. This is just from Atlantic Canada with like 2 million people. How many trucks are going to be in Ottawa? Wow. I've never seen anything like this. Let me get a window shot. It's freezing out here, but I'm going to try my best. Wow. They weren't lying. This is a convoy. Wow, I'm looking at it now. So obviously we were just at the start of the convoy. I thought we were like probably in the middle somewhere, almost at the end. And now I'm seeing the real convoys coming through, and it's massive. This is insane. And there's a lot of young women out here too, which is surprising, right? Like kids, young women, moms, like I thought it would be mostly like, you know, men, let's say my age and older, out to lift them off, but it's not. Actually, I would say that there's probably more women than men. I wish that my phone was well charged, because there's some great footage behind me. There's just people everywhere here. And this is a town of 5,000 people. Here comes more trucks. It's wall to wall. This is like GTA rush hour traffic. Like, this is like driving the QEW at, you know, when there's an accident on the QEW. That's what it looks like here. For an area like this, it's like unprecedented, unheard of. I wish I could hold the camera and wave at the same time. Yeah, you're right. If the gas company was smart, they would sponsor this. That guy is like no shirt on and it's minus 13. Prime Minister Polyev, that has a nice ring to it. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a moment to get my selfie stick out, just because I want to give you guys some better shots. I hope that view is okay. I can't see the screen, but hopefully it's all right. I can see the comments, so if somebody can just comment about the view. It's not going to be perfect because I need my phone plugged in. Trudeau must be pissing his pants right now. Wow. All right. It just doesn't end. There's just more and more traffic coming. So we've got to be at least in the middle of this. No? I don't know. It's just this traffic as far as I can see. Now, I'm in New Brunswick, which says... This nice lady out here is blowing kisses to the bride. I just think it's kind of funny. So we got a lot of people from the Salty Army here. Well, that's good, because I actually like Salty. I think he's awesome. Like I said, I watch Salty at least like every second day or whenever he puts something out. So he's great. And he's hilarious too. Wow, now here comes another big main convoy part. People better get back here that left this stream because there's more trucks coming. Wow, that's a lot of trucks. Okay, so the traffic is it's moving slower now. So does that mean this is a bigger part of the convoy or what? I bet foreign manufacturers, the vehicles are going to be really happy right now. Salt must flow. I love Salty. I don't know why I'm getting so many people from the Salty Army here, but hey, I'll take it. Somebody asked, what's the plan, guys? Get to Ottawa and then what? Well, I can tell you they're not going to, they're not up there to sell maple syrup. I can tell you that much. Is there any crazy person out there that's been counting the number of trucks? It's well over 1,000. Gotta be over 1,000. So I did a 25-minute live stream to begin. We're now at 1 hour, and the traffic still keeps coming. And this is from Atlantic Canada, which is one of the least populated parts of Canada. As I said, there's more. So in the suburb of Toronto called Mississauga, there's as many people in Mississauga as there is in the entire province that I'm in, and yet there's still this many people coming. I thought this was the Fringe. Trudeau said this was Fringe. Yeah, it's like everybody in the province. Everybody in the provinces. I saw a clip of the convoy last night, like a 30-second clip from Brazil. So apparently this is even caught on in Brazil. The convoy just does not end. Surely we must be getting to the end. Is this a "Don't Tread on Me" flag? It is too. My question is there anybody working today in Canada? I don't think there is. You know, even if I wanted to leave right now, I couldn't. It's just wall to wall. It's like, it looks like the QEW in Toronto at 5 o'clock. Okay, this driver from Armour is an absolute lunatic. He's obviously not happy that there's so much traffic, and he just tried to like get in the middle of the lanes. Then he tried to get around. Then he tried to cut off a car. Unbelievable. I mean, how could he have not heard about this convoy coming through? I mean, it's the talk of the town. It's the talk of the country, the talk of the world. And he thinks he's going to get through this kind of traffic. Unbelievable. We've got a guy on a snowmobile up there, driving through the middle. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I think that's close to the end, I think. Although there's still a lot of traffic, but they don't have flags, so I don't see any flashing lights. Let me see. I'm going to keep the camera on just for another few moments, just in case. Oh, there's more flags coming. These guys must get tired of honking the horn. Think about it, since Nova Scotia, they've been honking the horn the whole time in every town, every city. Yeah, I thought the convoy was over, but no, there's more coming. I read somewhere that the convoy from Western Canada had reached up to 70 kilometers long. Is that true? Or is that a lie? You know what? I think I falsely accused that armor truck of trying to cut off the other guy, because I think now that I think about it, what he was doing is just trying to avoid the people on the highway. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up here in a few moments. We're not at the end of the convoy, but it looks like the bulk of the traffic has went through, so you guys get the idea. There's a lot of trucks coming from Atlantic, Canada. And if there's that many coming from Atlantic, Canada, imagine how many are coming from Ontario, Quebec, Alberta, Saskatchewan, British Columbia, Manitoba. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll try to put out another compilation video very shortly. Maybe not tonight, but definitely tomorrow morning, okay? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. There's another slew of trucks coming. It looks like most of the people now have left the bridge, so they must know something I don't, which is that the bulk of the convoy is gone. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get some more live coverage. I'm thinking about driving to Ottawa myself, just to get you guys some more live videos, okay? Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.